So a few weeks ago, Jenny, our new vice president, she's asked me why sometimes does that logo say M-O-R-E in capital letters, like it's emphasized. Is there a reason for that? And I gave her an answer, and she thought that the answer was significant from a chapter history perspective, and she asked me to share it here today as the introduction to their goals rollout. So we began as a chapter in 2003. So July 2003, a small group of people spent months, literally 6 months, trying to start a new BNI chapter in the BiltMORE area. So at that time, there were far fewer BNI chapters than there are now, and most chapter names related to the geographic location of the chapter. So there was the Central Phoenix chapter, there was Arrowhead Traditions, there was Mesa Success. So when we finally chartered, which with only 12 members after 6 months, we chartered December 1st, 2003, 20 years ago in December. It made sense for this new chapter to have BiltMORE in its name because we met every week at the Black Angus restaurant over at the Town and Country Mall at 20th Street in Camelback. That's where we started. So we were going to have BiltMORE in our name. So our chapter leaders, though, at the time that we charted, were a group of like-minded business professionals, and a number of us knew each other from doing personal development work with a company called Landmark Education. So when we were creating this chapter, we created it as a possibility, not a BNI chapter. It was a possibility. And we were very well grounded in certain values, especially accountability and commitment. So there was something special about the group of people that started this. I was one of them. Anyway, and by the way, we were not just simply starting a BNI chapter. We were creating something new that had never existed before. That's why we started a new chapter rather than just joining other chapters. So not only was it something new, it was something more. So BiltMORE, we decided, I can't take credit for this one, this was somebody else's idea. Someone said, we should emphasize the more in BiltMORE so that it's not just a geographical name, it says something about who we are. We are BiltMORE Power. We were about more power with the emphasis on that we were creating something from a place of abundance. So we used to always emphasize that second syllable, kind of like how Oscar did today when he introduced us. We are BiltMORE Power, more power. And in less than 1 year, by the way, we grew from 12 to 36 by September. 9 months, we had grown to 36, unheard of in the world of BNI. So there was something about that name. In October 2017, we had a new leadership team take over. So by the way, that's what our chapter used to look like when we first started. That's BNI's old logo, and that's how we used to promote ourselves. So in 2017, we had a new leadership team take over in October, and that leadership team and the support team leaders met at Lucy's over at 16th Street in Bethany Homes. Some of you were there. And we met together to create something more on top of what we already had. We added the bullet points: people, passion, profit. More people, more passion, more profit. And we changed our logo. So that became our logo at that time. So 2020, BNI rebranded. This was the new BNI brand. They came out with branding standards. So I came up with some new logos that matched the branding standards at BNI. We started using this one and this one. But we now have changed. So at the request of this leadership team, we are now re-emphasizing the more. This will be our new horizontal logo. This will be our new stack logo, and we'll always be presenting it this way. So welcome to BiltMORE Power.